Yes, ma'am.
Anna Gibson, P section, so I just wanted to make some comments. So on the proposal, I see a rate increase, but we're still not justifying the impact fees. I mean, you presented that we're losing money on every single PEP tank that's installed. That's absolutely ridiculous. You need a line item that says every new PEP tank needs to pay for itself. You said you don't want the residents to pay for growth, prove it to them. The next thing I wanted to comment about was the sprinkler system. So I'm with you, Mayor Norris. First of all, you say, hey, it's reclaimed water, but guess what? We're paying the cost with the electricity. So every single time those sprinklers come on, we're still paying for it. And also, we're paying for it twice a day, those sprinklers to come on. Is that really necessary? So I think we need to look at those types of allocations and see how we can really save money. You say there's no fluff in this budget, but last week you just gave $1 million to the design contract for Old Kings. So there's clearly fluff in your budget that would have paid for almost that last line item, or at least what, 1/4 of it down there. You would have paid for it if you just didn't give it away to a design contract for Old Kings. That could have been postponed, let's be honest. The other thing that I'm going to say, I'm sorry, I have a gripe with the city attorney. Quite frankly, you're saying we don't have extenuating circumstances to improve our impact fees. There's no way you know that. Go do your research. Like, you have no idea that there's a case law or not a case law for it. So I think you need to go back, do your research, and really present whether that has been, anyone sued a city government for that. Nashville has actually lowered their utility rate because they've had such substantial growth in that area that they increased their impact fees so much they lowered their utility rate. So I think you really need to look at that case example, because people here are on fixed incomes. They cannot afford to pay any increase in their utility fees. They really can't. They're barely surviving here. So that's kind of really what I want to comment on. And the other thing, these spillovers in the community, I have a small child. Why aren't I notified about that? Like, I want to know if my kid can't play in the puddles in our swells because there's spillover and sewage for some reason. Like, you notify us not to use our things during high capacity. When you're at high capacity, tell me when there's a spillover. That's really dangerous. Also, something to consider if you're in a neighborhood with PEP tanks, you should consider making people have an auto meter for them. There's a lot of snowbirds down here. They could pay an extra cost for the auto meter. How many times are you in a neighborhood, you hear a light going off and that sound, it's annoying, it's hazardsome to the neighborhood. You can auto do it so that you're automatically notified of a PEP tank issue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.